Morning, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great, and I hope you all are having a very good Mother's Day. Now, look, Mother's Day is cool and all, but you know what's cooler? The fact that Doom is releasing tomorrow, at least in early access. I am so excited. I might be pulling an all-nighter just to play it, honestly. The reviews on Metacritic are slightly lower than Eternal, but you always have to take critic reviews with a pinch of salt. And obviously, no Doom game is without its flaws, but I'm sure this one will be great. And to celebrate the release of the Dark Ages in a little over 24 hours, today I'm going to be ranking every Doom Eternal weapon on a tier list, both with and without the weapon mods, because I remember I saw a video from Mr. Raffle Waffles a few months ago when he ranked every zombies perk in Black Ops 6, and he did one ranking without augments and one ranking with. So that's what I want to do for the Doom Eternal weapons. I put together this whole list myself, and it is publicly available, so I'll have it linked in the description if you want to go fill it out yourself. Now, my list does not include an F tier because I truly don't believe any weapon in Doom Eternal is F tier. There definitely are some weapons that aren't very good, but we'll get to that in a second. And just a quick heads up in case anybody's wondering, the chainsaw and the sentinel hammer will not be on this list because those are more like utility weapons. Like the chainsaw is meant to get you ammo back and the sentinel hammer is meant to stun enemies. So I'm not counting those, but the crucible will be on here. So to start off this list, we have the combat shotgun with no mods. And I just said there's some weapons that just aren't very good. This is what I'm referring to. The combat shotgun without mods is really bad. It's so bad, in fact, that the only way they were actually able to give it a use was in the DLC when they made you have to use the full auto mod to kill the stone imps. The damage is bad, the range is bad, and it just doesn't really have the speed to compensate for that. So it kind of just gets tossed to the side in favor of the super shotgun, just like in Doom 2016. So I will be putting this one in D tier. Alright, next up is the combat shotgun with mods. And for this weapon, I'm thinking B tier, because the full auto mod comboed with the damage boosting power up can just absolutely shred basically every enemy in the game. And the sticky bomb mod is great for marauders, cacodemons, and arachnotrons. So it gets B tier because it's very, very useful for dealing with those situations. But outside of that, I really never touched this gun. Alright, next up is the heavy cannon without mods. I'm thinking C tier for this one. It's not quite as bad as the combat shotgun, but it still definitely isn't great, and it is massively helped by the weapon mods. The only reason this one's staying out of D tier is because at least this weapon has the decency to have range. Though, don't get me wrong, if I put any other weapons in C tier, the heavy cannon without mods is going below it. Honestly, I haven't been a fan of the heavy cannon in either Doom games 2016 or Eternal, at least without mods, but with mods, well, let's get to that. The heavy cannon with mods has got to be one of the biggest glow-ups in all of Doom Eternal, and it gets an easy A tier. I was gonna put it in S, but unfortunately the mods don't quite have the versatility that I'm looking for this gun to be an S, especially since the only one that at least I find super useful is the sniper one, but that mod alone is useful enough to earn A tier. Being able to not only shoot the arachnotron turrets, but also a headshot will take out any smaller enemies, although that's a little less useful. And especially dealing with, I can't even remember what they're called, like the mini con maker things, where you have to get a headshot on them and then all the loot and ammo and whatnot comes out. So useful. Easy A tier. And the missiles are really good as well. Alright, next up is the plasma rifle without mods. And honestly, I think B is fair for this gun. And I think specifically, I'm gonna put it in B above the combat shotgun with mods. It's just a good all-around gun. It's definitely better than the heavy cannon without mods, like significantly better. Good fire rate, solid damage. It can always help you if you're just in a little bit of a pinch. Not much to love about it, but really nothing to hate about it either. So I think B is fair. And then for the plasma rifle with mods, I'm going to say A tier. A tier below the heavy cannon with mods specifically. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really use the mods on this thing much, especially, like, I never use the heat buildup mod, but the microwave beam is good occasionally, especially when it comes to dealing with those really annoying, what are they? The blue spirit things from the DLC. Those things suck, and this gun with mods is the only way to kill them. So, I'm giving it a slight boost into A tier because it's just the plasma rifle, but with slightly more utility. Alrighty, next up, the rocket launcher without mods. I'm really conflicted. I think I want to put this in A, but like at the bottom, below the plasma rifle with mods, unless, you know what? I'm going to do something that might be a little controversial. I'm going to put the rocket launcher without mods in A tier, behind the heavy cannon with mods, but ahead of the plasma rifle with mods. Great damage. It's one of the only splash damage guns in the game. It can be great if you're really struggling to get the timing on a marauder. You can just shoot a rocket like behind them and they'll still take the damage from it. So yeah, I think middle of A tier is fair. All right, now on to the rocket launcher with mods, which I am going to give an S tier. There you go. We finally broke the mold and got into S. And I'm mainly doing this just like with the heavy cannon with the sniper. The lock-on burst attachment single-handedly carries this to S tier. The lock-on burst, it's just amazing. It one-shots the snakes. I think it instantly puts Mancubussy. I'm sorry, whatever. It puts the big boys immediately in glory kill mode. I'm pretty sure it one-shots the revenants as well. Like, yeah, the rocket launcher with mods, easy S tier. It's so good. Especially once you have all the mods maxed out and it locks on like basically instantly. Oh, it's I love this weapon. Alrighty, next up, the super shotgun. Now, this gun doesn't have mods, it just has the meat hook from the start, but it doesn't need to. Top of S. You all probably saw this coming, but I mean, come on, it's the super shotgun. Ridiculously good damage, solid reload speed. It combos so well with the ballista. It's so good. And then once you unlock the fire meat hook, you just get free armor from basically every small enemy. I will forever glaze the super shotgun, and God, I hope it's great in Dark Ages as well. I'm sure it will be. All right, next up, the ballista without mods. Easily top of A tier, maybe bottom of S, but personally, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it top of A. Like I said before, if you can hot swap, which I definitely can, I have a mouse with numbers on the side, the combos you can pull with this thing and the super shotgun are just unbelievable. And even by itself, this thing does ridiculously good damage and almost kind of acts like a dedicated heavy cannon sniper mode, but just as the whole gun and way stronger. It's just great. I love the ballista, even without mods, A tier. And then you could probably guess this, but the ballista with mods is going in S tier, at the bottom of S tier though. It's not better than the rocket launcher with mods. Personally, I never use the destroyer blade. It doesn't seem super useful, but the little bombs that you shoot out, especially when you unlock the mastery on it, and as long as you keep connecting them with enemies, you can just keep rapid firing them. So good. Absolutely shreds Caco demons, which I hate those things so much. And I am more than happy to put it in S tier. Next up, the chain gun without mods. This one I am going to put in B tier, but should I put it above or below the combat shotgun with mods? You know what? I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier, below the combat shotgun, because the chain gun without mods is not bad by any means, but I never really end up using it. It's still better than the heavy cannon and the combat shotgun without mods, but I'm not even exaggerating when I say 100% of the time when I am using this weapon, it's with mods. So I think bottom of B is fair. Next up, the chain gun with mods. And honestly, I'm gonna give this one A tier above the plasma rifle with mods, because unlike the plasma rifle, I actually, again, use the mods on the chain gun. And I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much only use the four-way split barrel mod that just makes it go absolutely rapid fire. It's just the one I prefer. It's how I like to play Doom. I don't really like to up my defenses at all. I just want more damage out. Although the shield is great as well. So yeah, easy A tier for me. Towards the bottom though. Alrighty, next up, now we get to the special weapons. The BFG 9000. Originally, I was going to put this towards the top of A, but after thinking about it a bit more, this is going in the bottom of S. Now, the reason this is not going higher than the bottom of S tier is mainly because, yes, it is fantastic for crowd control. You can just wipe out an entire wave of demons, but the fact that it can't one-shot the biggest demons like the Marauder and the Tyrant, even when it direct hits them, knocks it down to the bottom of S. It's kind of hard to judge special weapons like the BFG because they're very situational, but then it's like, do you take away points for that? Because, like, at least I never really use the BFG too often unless I'm in, like, a major pinch, especially in horde mode. So it's definitely a bit harder to judge, but I think bottom of S tier is fair. Alrighty, next up, the Unmaker. Your reward for completing all of the Slayer gates in the game. Honestly, I think I have to put this thing at the top of S. This thing might be the best gun in the game because it just absolutely shreds everything, and it has a 5-way spray. It does crowd control. It annihilates even the biggest enemies, especially if you get super close to them. And honestly, I can't really think of a single thing I can hate about this gun, so I am comfortable with putting it at the top of S. As much as I love and glaze the super shotgun, it's definitely nowhere near as good in this game as it was in Doom 2016. So I think the Unmaker going above it is fair. Finally, the Crucible. This one is really difficult, and I think I'm gonna judge it compared to the BFG, because it's the same idea where it's supposed to one-shot, except this thing just insta-kills anything that isn't a Marauder. But ammo replenishments are very rare, and this is like the last resort of last resorts. Like, if you've used all your BFG and Unmaker ammo, and you're still in trouble, or if you just want to quickly cut down a really big target. And so, honestly, oh man, this is really difficult. It definitely goes in S, but where in S? You know what? Screw it. The Crucible goes on the top of S. I think when you really break it down and compare it to especially the Unmaker and the BFG, I truly do think the Crucible is the best weapon. You just can't beat one-shotting Tyrants, I'm sorry. The only issue I have isn't even with the weapon itself, it's just sometimes I'll be looking at a demon in front of me, like a really big boy, but then Doom Guy teleports to a smaller demon that's like right next to him, and I waste it on like a friggin' zombie, and that's just super annoying. But that's not even the weapon's fault. That's just a slight flaw in the game design. And yeah, that is my completed tier list for all of Doom Eternal's weapons. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, the tier list is public and listed in the description, so go fill it out for yourself if you want. Hopefully my opinions weren't too controversial, and if they were, be sure to let me know. I mean, I don't think I have to say that. I'm sure people will let me know that I'm completely wrong either way. But yeah, in all seriousness, guys, thank you all so much for watching this. A bit of a deviation from the normal style of content I do, but you know what? I just really wanted to. I'm so excited for the Dark Ages to come out tomorrow. It comes out 8 p.m. my time, so I will definitely be streaming it for at least a little bit, at least until the people living with me go to bed, and then I'll just have to shut off stream and pull an all-nighter playing it in silence. God, I can't wait to silently headbang to the music while I'm piloting a mech. But yeah, anyway, with all that being said, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Join us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Salt streams, and I will catch you all next time.